Okay, today we're going to learn about complex volume. This is where we're going to find the volume of each separate rectangular prism, and then we'll add them together. So let's take a look at this right here. This is the length for both of them together. But if we look up here, there's a length, there's 7 feet, 7 feet. So this one has to also be 7 feet here. Here's 5 feet here, so this is 5 feet, so this is 5 feet. Together they add up to the 12 feet that is right here. Now we have the length for each of the separate prisms. So let's take a look at this large one first. We've got our length times width times height. The length is 7 feet. The width is, we've got to go back and find our width because there's no width on this yet. So we're going to follow this line all the way down to find what the width is. The width is 8 feet. And the height is 15. Again, I'm going to multiply this times this first. 15 times 8 is 120. Times that by 7 is 840 feet cubed. That is for this large box. Okay, let's take a look at it for the smaller rectangular prism. Our length times width times height. The length is 5, the width is 8, and the height is 8. We've got 5 times 4 is 40. 40 times 8 is 320 feet cubed. That is the volume for the smaller rectangular prism. So now we're going to add the two of those together. We've got 840 plus 320 will give us a total then for the two rectangular prisms together, 1,160 feet cubed. Okay, let's do one more example. Here we've got this, we've got to find our length times width times height for each of these. Let's take a look at the smaller one. And the length, it's not written on here right now, but this length is here. And this length plus this length has to equal the 20. So 20 minus 13 is 7 meters. So our length is 7 meters. The width is our 10 meters. As you can see, that just follows right along there. So all of this is going to be 10 meters. And the height for the small box, again, we have the height for the two of those together. So let's find out what the height is for just this right here. If we come over here, it is 6 for this. So this right here has to be 10. So our height is also 10. And 10 times 10 is 100. And 100 times 7 is 700. This is meters cubed. We're going to go ahead and just write that in there. 700 meters cubed. Now let's take a look at the larger box. Our length, we've got our length times width times height. The length is 20. The width is 10. And the height is 6. 20 times 10 is 200, and 200 times 6 is 1,200 meters cubed. So this is 1,200 meters cubed, and now we just need to add the two of those together. 1,200 plus the 700 is 1,900 meters cubed for the total area of the two boxes together. And that's how you do the complex volume. Okay, today we're going to learn about finding the area of a rectangle. We're going to start by finding the area using mixed numbers. To find the area of any rectangle, we take the length times the width. Here we have our length is 4 2/5 times the width, which is 4 2/5. So this is actually a square. And we're going to multiply these. So we're going to do a quick review of how to multiply mixed numbers. You're going to take and change the mixed number to an improper fraction. So 5 times 4 is 20. 20 plus 2 is 22 fifths. And since this is the same, it's also going to be 22 fifths. Then we're going to find the prime factors of each of these. 22 is 2 times 11. 22 is 2 times 11. 5 is just 5, and 5 is just 5. We can't cross anything off, so we're going to just multiply straight across. Again, when we're multiplying to make it easier, we can multiply any of the ones that we want. I'm going to do 11 times 11 first. That's 121. And then I'm going to multiply it by 2 times 2, which is 4. So that's going to be 484. And 5 times 5 is 25. Now, when we get to this point, we have an improper fraction, and so we need to take and divide. So we've got 484 divided by 25. 25 will go into the 48 just one time. We want to make sure we keep everything lined up, remember. That's 25. Bring down the 4. 25 will go into 234. Well, I know that 4 25s will fit into 100. So another 4 into 200 is 8. And then 1 into that, that'll go in 9 times. 18, 22. And that is 9 left over. So it's 19 and 9 25ths. So the area of this square is 19 and 9 25ths miles squared. Or you can write miles squared. Or you can write square miles. All of those are acceptable ways to label it, but you do have to have the label on there. Okay, let's try another one. You need to take the length times the width. The length is 7.5 meters times the width, which is 2/3. Only one of these needs to be made into an improper fraction. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 plus 1 is 15. Halves times 2/3. Again, we're going to put the prime factors of 15 are 3 times 5. 2 is a prime already. 2 is prime and 3 is prime. We can cross off this 3 and this 3. We can cross off this 2 and this 2. And what's left is 5 over, if there's nothing left, it's a 1, and 5 over 1 is the same as 5. So our area is 5 meters squared, or squared meters, or meters squared out in words.